Hello there, my name is Anna Lundberg, and I'm the founder of One Step Outside, where we help people around the world create a business and build a lifestyle that brings them more freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment. And today, it's just about almost exactly 5 years to the day since I officially handed in my notice in my corporate job. And soon after that, I wrote an article that over the years has been picked up by different media outlets and was shared here on LinkedIn by Ariana Huffington, which of course was great for me in terms of getting traffic to my website and so on. But it's an interesting one because it was the 10 lessons I learned since I quit my job. And when it was first picked up by Business Insider, they added the, I guess, slightly clickbaity edition, although, they're great at making very appealing headlines, of course. They added how I quit my job without a solid backup plan. And while that's very true, and while I think it's incredibly appealing to people, I think it's not necessarily something that is a sensible thing to do. Because I think as liberating and empowering as it can be to throw in the towel, to leave your office, hooray, euphoria, I'm free, this is going to be amazing, and I'm going to go find my dream career, create my business, whatever it is, that euphoria very soon fizzles out. When we begin to question our decision, and certainly people around us will question that, we begin to eat into our savings because we don't have income coming in, and we don't have any structure to our day. So initially we have all this energy and focus, and very quickly we begin to waste our time, I think, because we just don't know what we should be focusing on. So I think that's quite dangerous. And certainly if you have dependents, if you have a young family, if you're the single caregiver, for example, this is something that you don't want to be doing. You don't want to be putting your children, your family, or yourself for that matter, in such a precarious situation. Hence why, actually, that without a plan, I think is a little bit misleading. And I think unless you have, at least a year's worth of savings, if not more, very generous friends and family you can stay with, not to mention, ideally a coach, a program, or something that you can work through to give you the structure and guidance that you need to know that you're working through the right steps, I think that is a very dangerous thing to do. And hence why I think all these ideas of side hustles and, building your business in your lunch break kind of approach makes a lot of sense. Because although it does mean you're going to need to work a little bit extra, it is just temporary, and it is helping you to create that sort of secondary income, actually, first of all, and secondly also this that may turn into a productive route for you to actually create a full-time income. And so a plan will give you that structure. It will give you the deadline and a specific goal of what you're trying to achieve. Maybe you need to create a certain level of savings, a sort of safety net, a safety buffer of money. Maybe you have some ideas about how you're going to bring in that income. That's probably a good idea, and the steps you're going to take there. And just giving you the confidence really to know that these are the parameters that need to be in place, these are the criteria in order for me to be comfortable to take that leap. So you don't have to feel that, someone, whoever that someone is, social media, me, someone you're following is sort of pushing you to take that massive leap when you're not ready. So very important, whatever your situation, you can choose to do something about it. You can choose to make a change, but it's going to be in your own terms, and you can decide what those parameters, criteria, and time horizon will be. So with that in mind, first of all, I hope that gives you permission, not that you need my permission, but permission to reimagine what this is going to look like for you. Allow yourself to dream about what is possible, but also be realistic about your own family and personal situation. And second of all, if you are interested in getting a bit more support there, I'm running a 5-day challenge over in my Facebook group, One Step Outside, which is all around helping you to craft your escape plan and create that career transition roadmap. So if that's something that's interesting to you and that you think can really help you as you're sort of pondering the next steps, there's no pressure to actually do anything. It's just thinking through what it would take in order for this to work for you. Then you can sign up to that challenge at onestepoutside.com/escape plan. So onestepoutside.com/escape plan. It's running from the 22nd to the 26th of July. I'll be in there every day doing a live session with you, working through the different elements, and you'll come away with a really practical, concrete plan that you can put up on your board and use as a reference as you leave and start working towards your plan. So once again, it's onestepoutside.com/escape plan. I'd love to see you there, and best of luck in the meantime with reviewing your own family situation and what success might look like for you. Bye for now.